We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets and themselves. Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
Dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There he goes, right side.
Down the sideline he goes. He may go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
67 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Rodgers now to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Inside the 10. Touchdown!
Allen Lazard, 65 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Corey Davis. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hall want to give up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Jets are able to widen their advantage.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Rodgers, a free play. That's complete to Lazard. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll give to Hall.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
114 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. In motion left, Hardman.
On second down, here's Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range all the way down to the 15 here.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A toss left side for Hall.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
A final shot before half for Rodgers.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
125 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A give running right is Hall.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. And now they're in the hurry up.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
On second down, a run with Hall. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That's good. On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Here's a give to Hall.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now they'll change things up.
To throw is Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to the ground with Hall.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Hall again.
And he gets it down to the 32.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
On the toss, it's Hall.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, here's Hall. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Handoff, running left, here's Hall.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught right side, Davis. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Rodgers again now. Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20.
Through the middle of the field.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Rodgers now to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on E! This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the New York Jets
and themselves.
Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Rodgers going to come out throwing. And he'll find Hall. He's across midfield. He's on his way.
And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the first play of the game. 71 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hall again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jets need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. Now movement already, so a flag down here on our very first play.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
In motion left, Hardman. A handoff for Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now it's Rodgers. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Quentin Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the 1st.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. This is Hall. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Give to Hall running right.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Throwing is Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Touchdown!
Breece Hall.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On play action, now Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds Corey Davis. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
Paul want to give up the middle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll run. It's Hall.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard, 44 yards.
And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touch.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. Off to the races. And he'll bring this one back to the It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
There he goes, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The Jackson going to run again.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 44.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Justin Madubuike firing across the line there and planning him for a loss.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. And now off to the races down the right side.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return.
And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll start by running the option to the right. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. That will complete to Prochet.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's Rodgers.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A give running right is Hall.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big pickup of 38.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
from 19 yards away.
And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
The tight end in motion right. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. Oh, the man here is Conklin. 33 yards that time. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's a give to Hall.
Well, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Again, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. James Prochet in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Jets. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll go for him. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 24 yards.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, New York.
To throw is Rodgers.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's got some space here.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Rodgers. Uncorks one for Davis.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
23 yards, the final tally.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We have played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another
first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the option right is Jackson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's Jackson.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Jackson now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Jackson here is going to look to throw.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Here comes 2nd down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he's got room. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
For that last run for a 1st down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson 14 yards.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with it.
And got his man complete. How about this? And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
82 yards.
And the Jets have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.